Hello everybody and welcome back to this YouTube channel, and in today's video we'll be discussing this topic and deciding whether Max Verstappen is ready to challenge for a title in 2019. It's fair to say that the Dutchman has some serious speed but has also divided opinions amongst F1 fans. But what will the perceptible expectations be for the Dutchman in 2019 as he could challenge for his first World F1 Championship? Now let's start with an overview of Max Verstappen's F1 career to date. Max Verstappen made his debut season for the Toro Rosso team back in 2015, and immediately he caught the attention of some very big F1 teams and F1 legends. And by the time we got to the halfway stage of the 2015 season, F1 legends and F1 pundits were drawing comparisons from Max Verstappen to Ayrton Senna and Michael Schumacher. This kid was really hyped up. And in the 2015 season, Max Verstappen drove his way to two fourth place finishes in a Toro Rosso at the Hungarian and US Grand Prix. And although Toro Rosso maintained him for the 2016 season, by round 5, Max Verstappen was driving for the Red Bull team, and he made his debut for the team at the Spanish Grand Prix, which he eventually went on to win. It was a show of true maturity as Max Verstappen held off Kimi Räikkönen for the win, and for someone that has scarcely drove 1.5 seasons in F1, it was a mega drive. And consistently throughout 2016, Max Verstappen was pushing the limits and really challenging teammate Daniel Ricciardo. But then we moved into 2017 and Red Bull were no longer the second quickest team in F1, especially at the start of the season. And Max Verstappen did get unlucky with the reliability issues. He probably was cost the win in Baku and retired from second place at the Canadian Grand Prix as just two examples. He did get unlucky during the 2017 season, but he still racked up two great victories at the Malaysian and Mexico Grand Prix. And to be honest, I've talked enough on this channel about Max Verstappen's 2018 season, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. But let's look ahead to the 2019 season and let's see if Max Verstappen can truly deliver and challenge or even maybe win the World Championship. So let's start off with the positives, and Max Verstappen's speed in qualifying is absolutely brilliant. Is he as good as a Lewis Hamilton? No. I don't think there's anyone on the grid that can be as good as Lewis Hamilton when it comes to qualifying, but he comprehensively beat teammate Daniel Ricciardo on a qualifying battle in 2018. And let's be honest, Daniel Ricciardo is no stranger to speed. He is very quick and a good benchmark to have. Another thing that will be a positive with Max Verstappen is that he's no longer a baby to F1. He has been driving an F1 car in anger for 4 years now. He has that experience. In Vettel's first 4 seasons in his F1 career, he won 2 World Championships. Hamilton won 1 and challenged for 3 World Championships. You see, experience is key to winning a championship. And finally, he is a daring driver. He's not a Bottas or a Raikkonen that doesn't go for the gap all the time. Max Verstappen, most of the time, knows the limit and goes for the limit. And that's what wins him races and will in the future win him championships. But let's now focus on the negatives and what could cost him a chance at this year's World Championship. Firstly, I have is his inability to learn from other drivers. This point is commandingly linking to the point of arrogance. All F1 drivers are going to be arrogant at some point, but time after time, when Max Verstappen gets a penalty, he's always quick to push the blame on someone else, and he doesn't learn from it. Hamilton's learnt from his mistakes, Vettel's learnt from his mistakes, and that's what makes them such great drivers. And yes, I will be comparing Hamilton and Vettel to Verstappen because Verstappen needs to be aiming for their success. Secondly, and this kind of links to the first point, he takes his racecraft too far. How many times during the Dutchman's F1 career have we seen him either crash out or get penalised for an infringement that is clear to see that he's been pushing the limits too much? Yes, we do want to see aggressive drivers, but where do you draw the line? Let's compare Hamilton from 2010 to 2018. Hamilton cost himself the title quite a bit due to the fact that he was making too many mistakes and crashes. Now look at the Brit. And finally, I have the point that he needs to compose himself more. Yes, after the Monaco Grand Prix, Max did compose himself, but I mean in the split-second decisions. During the Italian Grand Prix, for example, Max Verstappen was given a 5-second time penalty for pushing Bottas off the track. What did Verstappen do? Rage for the rest of the race, and not only cost himself P3, but P4 as well. Let's say that P3 or P4 cost Verstappen the World Championship. Who would be to blame? The stewards or Verstappen? It would be Verstappen because he never composed himself and lost speed and concentration. And although he is committing a lot less incidents than he did like in 2016, for example, where he was being dirty and way too aggressive left, right and centre in 2016, he has improved a lot more for 2018. But to win a championship, he's going to need to cut it down even more. But let's come to the conclusion. Is Max ready to challenge for a world championship? Yes, he has the speed, he has the racecraft to do so. Does he have the consistency? He may just about, but it also depends on whether the Honda engine delivers for the Red Bull team. But guys, that is it for today's video. Please like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please leave a comment down below what you think of this video, and until next time guys, see you later.